What's good, TNT fam, and welcome back to another video with your girl T. So today we're actually going to be talking about how I found out I had COVID, and yeah, basically like an update on my life, how I've been doing ever since I found out, how the quarantine's been going. I'm gonna show you guys my whole setup and like everything so y'all can see. But today I'm actually feeling like a lot better. I have been sick the last few days, but like I've been feeling better today. I'm gonna tell y'all all the symptoms and crazy stuff that I've been having. But anyways, before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video. And let's get to it. Oh, my nose is burning. That shit is annoying as hell. All right, y'all. So first of all, yes, I have freaking COVID right now as we freaking speak, which is so unbelievable. It's like so terrible, and but we're gonna make the best out of the situation. So anyways, I've been in quarantine for like 4 days now. Yeah, for 4 days now. I found out on the 20th that I had COVID. So here's my paper. I said it like that's a good thing, but I'm just saying, like, if anybody don't believe me, like, here's my paper with my name on it here, and it says that I tested positive for COVID-19, which is completely terrible, and it really sucks. So like, I really feel like I got it from work. Like, all I do is go to work and come home. So like, the fact that I even popped up with COVID is like completely insane. Like, boy, like, it's just completely insane. So like, basically I have been working and working. My job has scheduled me. Actually, the video that I just did, the IHOP video, is so crazy because in the last clip I was like, oh, I don't feel good. I kept saying that I didn't feel good. I was actually saying I didn't feel good. So like I said, I think I may have caught it from somebody at work because this guy somebody had came to me and told me that one of my coworkers was really sick, and that they needed to check his temperature, blah blah blah. And so I actually saw that specific coworker. He was sick, he was coughing, like he wasn't feeling well. Ever since that day that my other coworker came and told me that, I literally started seeing symptoms gradually. I didn't think of much of it because that's the whole tricky thing about COVID, is like it literally be like the same symptoms that everybody have, like for allergies or like the common cold. Me, like, when I think of COVID, I associate it with like having a bad cough, having a fever, having what else are like the big trouble breathing. Like, I've had none of those symptoms, like, which is why COVID is like so crazy, because everybody's symptoms is different. First, it was just like I was just so congested, really bad. Like, my nose was just so congested, my head was hurting so bad. In the beginning, those were the only two symptoms I had, was my head hurts and my nose was congested. And so like, anybody's gonna think that that's just like a common cold. Like, I really didn't think too much of it because it was just like a runny nose or congested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really think that it would be COVID. So I started taking Dayquil, and I was taking 2 capsules a day. I think I got the medicine. Where's that Dayquil? I don't know. But I started taking these big Dayquil capsules, and I was taking 2 of them like every so many hours or whatever, and it really just wasn't doing nothing for me. Like, honestly, like, the Dayquil really was not working. I was feeling like so sick. Like, after a couple days, I was like crying, bro. My head just hurts so bad. I don't know why my head hurts. Like, one time I was in the shower and I just started getting lightheaded and like dizzy and shit. Like, I just wasn't feeling good. So what happened was, I was with my boyfriend. Most people, they call their mom. Their moms usually know what's up or like what to do. So we called her, and she was like, well, it sounds like you have a really bad sinus infection. She was like, you should go to the store and get some Claritin D and take the Claritin D and, see if that helped. At this point, I was like crying because my head was just hurting so bad. Like, it was just like a continual headache, and like the congestion was so bad. It was like if I move my head, like I can feel the congestion moving, like literally, like it's like I don't know, like my head was just hurting real bad, like I was just hella congested. So we went to the store. This was like, I had been sick for like 3 days. Sorry, my mom called me. So yeah, I hadn't been feeling good for like 3 days now, and so I went to the store, got some Claritin. Well, he got me some Claritin, and I took it. So a little bit after me taking the Claritin, well, actually right after I took the Claritin, I took a nap. Woke up, and like I was feeling good. Like I was feeling a whole lot better from like how I was feeling in the beginning, like just like congested and my head really hurting. Like she called me again. I started feeling way better after I took the Claritin. So at this point, I had missed 1 day of work, and so after I took the Claritin and was feeling better, I went back to work the next day. I think I worked for 2 days after that, and then my nose was burning. Like throughout this entire time, my nose just burned. Like there was just a terrible, terrible burning sensation all the way like up my nose, like into my head. Like I feel like that shit was on my brain, like just burning like bad as hell. Like when I breathe, it just like burns. And so when I looked it up, it was saying that that was like a symptom of a really bad sinus infection and shit. So like the whole time I'm thinking that I just have a sinus infection, like literally, like I'm not thinking, oh, this is COVID. You know, like I'm just thinking I have a sinus infection because like I said, once I took the Claritin, I was feeling a whole lot better. So I'm like, yeah, you know, she was right. It was a sinus infection, blah, blah, blah. So me and my boyfriend was like, okay, because at this point he started having like a funny smell in his nose, and he was like, I don't know, like everything just smells burnt, like everything just has this certain smell. We went to Walgreens, and we was like, we need to get something. We went to the pharmacist and was like, can you recommend anything to us, because we both have a sinus infection, blah blah blah. What kind of medicine should we get? And so, you know, we were talking to him, and he was just asking me what my symptoms was. And I was like, yeah, well, my nose just burns like bad as hell. And he was like, well, if your nose is burning, that means that the infection is really bad and that you need antibiotics. So you would have to go see a doctor, and the doctor would have to prescribe you antibiotics. So I was like, okay. So found an urgent care that was like literally right up the street from me, and we went to the urgent care. So when I got there, the lady was like, I guess she was like hella busy or whatever, so she was just like, oh, just give me 1 second, I'll be right with you or whatever. So I was like, okay. So she came back and was like, are you here for the rapid COVID testing? And I was like, well, no, but I was like, I mean, I'm already here, like I might as well do it. And I was like, how much is it? She was like, well, what insurance do you have, blah blah blah. I told her my insurance. She was like, your insurance will cover it for you for free. So I was like, okay, bet, I'm gonna just go ahead and take that test, get it out the way, because I'm sure that I just have a sinus infection anyways, and blah blah blah. So took the test. I talked to the doctor, explained to the doctor everything that was going on. He prescribed me some medicine. So the test took like 25 minutes, and so we had to go wait out in the car. And then after, you know, after some time went by, I went back in to check on it or whatever. So I got back in there, and I was like, you know, is the test back in? She was like, just give me 1 second, just sit down. So okay, so I sat down. Like I feel like she knew my results before I even went in there, because she was like, just sit down for me. You know, like I don't know. I feel like she lucky knew. But so she's like, sit down. So I sat down, waited like maybe 2-3 minutes. She came back and was like, it's positive. Bro, when I say I literally broke down, like just crying, y'all, like all I could think about was like the fact that I have a son. Like that was the first thing I said. Like I was just like in tears, like I have a son, like what am I gonna do? My sister has asthma, she has a heart condition, blah blah blah. Like I was just like hella worried about everybody else, because like I know that with COVID, like when you're young and stuff, like you cure or heal from it. And you know, most people, they what is it called, they beat it, they I don't know, most people end up surviving it or whatever. Like there's actually a very small percentage of people that die, even though a whole lot of people have lost their lives to it. It's usually like older people, you know, everybody, you know, most people know that. And so it wasn't even more so about me while I was crying. I was just so worried about like my son getting it or my sister getting it. So like I was panicking, like I was breathing heavy, I was just crying and crying. So the lady took me in the back room and she's like, calm down, you gotta calm down. She's like, I don't need you to pass out, blah blah blah. So she's trying to calm me down. So she's like, take your mask off. And I was like really surprised when she told me to take my mask off, because I was just like, I just found out I got COVID, you want me to take my mask off? She was like, take your mask off. So took my mask off and she pulled hers down and she was just like talking to me and she was just like, I've seen this a million times. She was like, you're not gonna die. It's not as bad as everybody makes it seems. She's like, it's really just like the flu. It'll be gone in a couple of weeks, couple of days. It'll be gone. She's like, in the meantime, you just have to focus on staying healthy. You need to go home and quarantine and all that. So I was like, okay, so you know, I was still crying because I was just like really in disbelief. Like I said, like up until this point, I swore I had a sinus infection. So like for it to come back and be COVID, and like me knowing that I'm always just in the house, like I feel like that just goes to show how serious COVID is, because like I literally only go to work and come home. And when I'm at work, I'm required to wear my mask. We're not required to wear gloves, but I'm required to wear my mask. So it's just like, how the fuck did I get COVID? Anyways, since then, since I found out, it's been 4 days. My boyfriend didn't get tested, but he at that point had lost his taste and his smell. And so we pretty much already knew he was positive. So it's been 4 days since then, and we've been in quarantine ever since. And it's honestly not as bad as everybody would think, as far as like the quarantine part, because well, at least I got to quarantine with someone, and so like I'm sure it's a lot more boring when you're by yourself. But thankfully, I mean not thankfully, because like it sucks that my boyfriend got it too, but like thankfully we were able to do it together instead of like being alone. The crazy thing is also, in all that time that I was sick, I had took my temperature multiple times, like to rule out COVID, because I'm thinking like if I do have COVID, I would have a fever, because that's what they tell you, like, oh, you'll have fever and chills and this. Like I was not having that, bro. All I had was a headache and a stuffy nose, literally. Like that's all I was going through. So ever since then, I've lost my smell, I've lost my taste. My nose just burns like hell. Like every day when I wake up, my nose burns. Like as soon as I open my eyes and it's the next day, my nose is already burning. Like it just burns. Like I don't know why, but it just burns. Like today, like I said, I woke up feeling a lot better. I actually haven't been having the burning sensation today, but like the days before that, my nose just burns. And like even now, my nose was just burning like not too long ago before the video started. My headache went away today, but like the last few days, it's just constant headaches all day long. Like, oh, it was like terrible. Like COVID-19 is real as hell. Like it's honestly one of the worst sicknesses I've ever encountered. Like when I say like I was just in tears because how bad my head hurt, and like imagine crying just made my headache even worse. Like bro, your head just, well, at least for me, my head was just like you feel sick as fuck. Like you ever been sick with just like a cold or the flu? Like you just feel like fucking sick, like you feel terrible. The crazy thing is also is like how different everybody else reacts to it. I've had loss of taste, smell, runny nose, headaches, aches in my body, and probably something else, but I can't think of it. Oh, nausea. And then my boyfriend has only had, really his initial 2 symptoms were just loss of smell and taste, and that was it. He hasn't had no stuffy nose, no runny nose. Maybe like one day he was like, you know, my nose is like feeling stopped up, but then it would go away. Like it hasn't been like a consistent thing. So like that's one of the things that's like hella scary, is how everybody else is different from it. Like you can't really tell like just by symptoms if you have COVID. That's why From now on, if you at all feel sick, like even a little bit in this time, just get tested as soon as you can. Because like I said, when I first found out, the main thing that was on my mind is that the people that I possibly got sick. And like that's real. Like even though I know I could recover from it, like I probably got other people sick that I don't know about. It's like really sucks, you know, because not everybody's going to be able to recover from it. It really does suck. It really does suck. Today's the first day that I've like actually got myself together and looked like something, just for the sake of making this video. But yeah, I'm stuck in the house until December 4th. And so after that, I can go get tested again to see if I'm negative. And hopefully I am. Thankfully, after I told all of my family, everybody went and got tested, including my twin sister who lives in the same house as me. And she was negative, thank God. My son was negative, thank God. My dad and my sister were negative, and my mom still hasn't been tested. I was around my mom, not around her, but she came by twice when I was sick. And so even though I'm pretty sure she didn't catch it because my mom always wears her mask and her face shield, she's always very careful, you know, she still has to get tested because she was over here. That's pretty much all I gotta say about me being sick. It's not like, it hasn't, the last few days, like I've definitely been better. I think I found out about it like after I passed the horrible stage of it, because like I said, I was feeling hella sick as far as the nasal congestion and the headache. But like other than that, my nose just burns. Like that's all. Like that's like the worst symptom I have is like a burning nose, and I can't taste nothing. Like that's really ass. Like you can't taste nothing. It was crazy because like I was testing stuff like the day before, the day that I did get tested, when I was at work. I was like, man, like I feel better after the Claritin, but like I don't know, I feel like I'm losing my taste. And I would taste stuff like hot sauce, and I'm like, oh, I taste the hot sauce. But like other shit, like strawberry lemonade, like stuff just, it doesn't taste as strong as it normally would taste. It tastes like watered down, like you know, somebody just like you had a drink with ice in it and all the ice melted. Like that's how my drinks would taste, even though it wasn't watered down. And so I still been dealing with that. Like you can barely taste anything, you can't smell anything. Like I was smelling stuff that normally like smells hella good to me, and I couldn't smell shit. And so like that's like a really ass symptom as well. But anyways, besides that, I want to show y'all here, I gotta take my camera down. Besides that, I wanted to show y'all the whole setup now that I have to be quarantined in my room. So check me out, babe. Do you care if I put you on this? Or? Okay. So here's the bed and everything where we sleep. And I had to move my sister. She had this mini fridge that somebody gave to her, my auntie gave to her when she was about to go off to college or whatever. So I was able to move the mini fridge in here, and this little shelf that my older sister gave me. So my oldest sister and my mom went shopping for us and got us like a whole bunch of groceries. So we got to fill the fridge up, a bunch of snacks and groceries up here, and water bottles, because like they say that like you really have to stay hydrated when you do have COVID. Like you have to stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, drink tea, and want you to have a lot of vitamins and all of this stuff. So we really got a lot of stuff. Let me see. We got Gatorades in there, a bunch of bottles of water, oranges, apples, orange juice just for the vitamin C. We also had an orange juice that had vitamin D in it, but that orange juice went fast. So that, and then over here, this is like dry storage or whatever, and this is like cooking stuff, fruits. I got lemons because they say lemons are really good for you. Tea, medicine. This is a medicine that was prescribed to me. It's like all medicines back there and stuff. I got some playing cards, phase 10, and just regular cards. And then here's like all of the sprays that we use. This one and that one back there is a Lysol. And then these are just bleach waters. But yeah, and I got a humidifier, but it's not working. But like the humidifier is good for like keeping the air misty and stuff. So like your nose isn't dried out, cause like it'd be like that. My face look hella oily. What else? Okay, I can't show myself, but this is the bathroom. Right now we have dishes in here because like we have to clean our dishes in this sink now because we really want to not go into the living room as much as possible. So there's that. Yeah, I mean, like, once again, like the crazy thing is like I've had no fever in all of this. Like I literally have had no fever. Every time I check my temperature, it's like 98.7, like normal. So I also forgot to say that anytime that we do have to leave the room, I forgot to kind of tell you about that. We have to wear our mask and wear gloves on our hands. So I have gloves over there. We're running out, but we're gonna get some more. But like we have to constantly spray everything down that we touch, and we have to wear gloves, of course, and keep a mask on so that we're not like breathing or coughing into the air or nothing like that, because my sister's still staying here. And if you know about Tasia, she had heart surgery and she has asthma, and so those really put her at high risk of like being very ill if she catches it. So yeah, I just forgot to say that we do, anytime we leave the room, we always wear a mask and we wear gloves and we spray down anything that we touch. But anyways, guys, I'm okay, my boyfriend's okay, we're all doing good. We're just trying to get through this as quickly as possible. Thankfully, we haven't had one of the worst cases of it. Like I said, it has been hard. It has been, hard, but I'm okay. And like I said, I think I found out after I experienced like my worst week about it, So, yeah, anyways, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. If y'all want me to keep updating y'all on like my symptoms and everything and like how I've been doing, just let me know in the comment section and I can make another video about it. I can make a video with my boyfriend about it and he can tell you like some of his experiences with it and how he's been doing. But we're good, I don't feel like this is anything we're gonna die from or anything. You just have to be careful. They told us if we have like shortness of breath or chest pain to go to the hospital. I had chest pain the other day, but like I had just got through eating some really hot chips, so I don't know if that was why, but it went away. So ever since then, haven't had no chest pain or anything that's like hella alarming. Just like I said, my nose just really burns and my head hurts. But yeah. We've been good. We've been Gucci. We're gonna get through this. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. And yeah, I'll see y'all after I don't have COVID. Well, no, because I'll make hella videos. I'm really gonna try to take advantage of this opportunity of like being off of work for 2 weeks and like drop a lot of content and stuff. So yeah, just stay tuned.